The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
It's not like anything's going down tonight, huh? Nothing major's going down tonight, right, guys? No big debate. For the fate of the USA, yeah, for the fate of America, no real huge debate tonight, right, guys? No big debate is going down tonight. Nothing major. Nothing was major for the future of American politics. Nothing, right? Nothing. What's up, man? Welcome to the AWA order, man. Welcome. A little itchy tonight. Sorry. A little itchy. I'm here, but I'm fine. Welcome. It's not Let's Talk Pop. It's just a fun stream. To talk about things. All right. Well, Luthor, Clark, Lois, and Superman. Yeah, Superman is Clark Kent. I know you're gonna say, why are you showing both of them? Well, I felt like it. All right, man. So this, man, we're going to be getting some reveals as of late from the Superman set, huh? This whole week. Getting killer reveals. And more to come, obviously. No question about it. There'll be more to come. All right. So, people having a good Thursday. I really do. Oh, if you're watching a debate, I've seen some of this stuff. It's really. I'm sorry. It's hard to watch. There's one guy spitting out lies, and there's another guy that says it's he can't form. He's just out of it. Both of them are just horrible. But yeah, okay. Nobody's watching right now. What the hell is this? Come watch, guys. All right. Maybe it's because I'm Canadian and I don't care. Well, actually, I should care. Maybe I should vote for Superman to be president. There's an idea. Or Superman in the ballot. I'm gonna tell you one thing. This debate, neither of them are fit for office. All right, blighted. Neither of them are fit for office. Neither of them. Here. That's what you should do right here. All right, man. I think a lot of us have been really, really excited this week. A lot of stuff we're seeing from Superman, the set of Superman from Cleveland, Ohio. A lot of it. Yes, they're filming in Ohio. Okay. Uh I feel I just have to talk about this. I'm just really excited. There's gonna be a lot of stuff on this. I hope we get more reveals very soon. I want to see a more. I want to see more Lex Luthor pics, not just not pics of Nicholas Hoult, you know, by a set crew or whatever. Okay, okay, yeah, we are. Well, you are screwed. I'm not. We might be screwed. but I really do like seeing. I think they all look good. I think they all. I said this so many times. I think they all look good in whatever attire they're wearing for the film. Yeah. No. You guys are blinded. This debate is crazy. All right, back, man. Okay, let's look at the pics again. So I didn't talk about this. This is Nicholas Hoult. Obviously, that's a screen. That's a bald, bald cap. That's not him actually shaved. That's actually a bald, what they use. But we know he did shave his hair. This is, it's just for. This is not his actual. Who actually you actually see him with him actually really really real bald with his hair actually gone in the film. You'll see that. All right. This is him. I think there's a better picture of him. Um, Let me look. There's a better picture of him for sure. I'm gonna look for it. Do I still have it? No, I think I did. Just give me a minute, guys. Yeah, here we go. Thank you. Here we go. All right, here I found it. I found a better picture of him. Except in this picture, he's in a hood. He has the hood, the jacket of covering him, and he has the hood over him. And you see him, there's obviously blood. Looks like blood, right? Maybe from all the debris, the destruction from a battle scene with powerful, with powerful, very powerful species like Kryptonians and whoever. Yo, Degrassi, man, Degrassi, yo, Degrassi. What? It's the same in the hood. No, he's not the Pied Piper, man. No. If you talk about him being a Pied Piper, I'll kick your ass. I'll kick your ass. Anybody. Okay? Okay? He doesn't have a flute with him either. And he's not. I'm kidding with you guys. I'm kidding. Pied Piper. That's a Flash character. More of a Flash character, the Pied Piper. I'm sorry. I just had to do that. Um, I just had to do that. I don't even. Okay. Well, actually, yes, but Pied Piper was a villain first, a reformed villain, who is deaf, deaf, and gay. And was a couple times a member of the Rogues. Was in the Rogues a few times. And despite being him reformed at times, we're still kind of friends with some members of the Rogues. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, that's. It's not gonna be in this movie, Pied Piper. Okay. Oh right, all right. So yeah, we saw Lex, sexy Lex Luthor. No, I'm not gonna call him sexy Lex Luthor. Bald. Of course he's gonna be bald. I know. Right. All right. So yeah, we got Lex Luthor. He's gonna play a major integral part in this film. He is one of the main villains. He's gonna take advantage of the situation that's going on in the film. Uh, okay. We got right. We got Lois Lane here. Once again, same pick I used 2 days ago in a stream. Lois Lane, investigator journalist for the Daily Planet. Gets a Pulitzer, whatever. Why is she investigating this film? Well, I think it's obvious what she's going to try and investigate here. She's going to be Superman's obviously number one reporter, right? She's always get the scoop on Superman, like the classic Superman Lois story. She always gets a scoop on Superman, right? And right, she's always her number one journalist, and obviously love interest. Also, in this, she's obviously going to be investigating the uh, corruption, trying to find evidence of Lex Luthor's corruption, which Lex Luthor, tries to cover up. Carmela Terrific T-shirt, yeah. Which he's going to cover up whatever schemes and crimes he's doing or taking advantage of in the situation in the movie. He's going to try, obviously, and that's how Lex Luthor is. It's always been in the show. That's how Lex Luthor is. He finds a way to cover up his crimes until a point where, his arrogance, his cockiness, his intelligence is just too good for him, and finally gets him in the ass, and he finally goes down. We've seen it, right? Yeah, a master manipulator himself. Yeah, like he has at times where he has in the animated series. Remember the times where he ran for was it presidency? Not in the was animated series. Was it No, the animated series. I don't think he ran for presidency, but I think he was aligning himself with Waller, with Waller, and with Waller, the cabinet stuff. Yeah, and that's the brain, and that was the whole Brainiac thing in his body. Yeah, yeah, I remember that. Yes, yeah, I remember that. Okay, yeah, and he did manipulate Waller and also Public Enemies. Remember, Amanda Waller was the vice president, if I'm correct, in the Batman Superman Public Enemies movie. I believe Amanda Waller was a vice president, and correct me if I'm wrong, and he was manipulating lying to her. Because the thing is, Amanda Waller is she does things that are not, she does things. The thing about Amanda Waller, she does things that you won't agree with. Her methods, her things agree with, but she does it for the good, right? She does it good, and she does it. She cares about the overall outcome in a good way. But with Lex Luthor, it's the opposite, right? He only cares about one thing. He only cares about one thing, Lex Luthor, right? Right? Himself, right? Basically himself. And try to upstage Superman. That's yeah. I don't know. He's watching a debate, man. That's what is happening, man. That's what's happening with him. He's having a mental breakdown. I'm gonna have a fake. Hmm. Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. Right. So yeah, that's Lois Lane. She's there to investigate. That's what she's done for. Creature Commandos is basically Shane. Yeah, you kind. Yeah, you're right. It's a group of supernatural, basically supernatural characters. Yeah. Um. Yeah. A group of misfits. Since 1996. All right. Okay. I have Blinded coming on. Um. All right. All right. Let's see what else. Yeah, we're gonna go over this again. He, he looks like a Buff Robbie from the Victoria This show, or a Buff Clark Kent. That's why he said it. Said it. Yeah. So he looks like a Buff Robbie from the show. Really, really does. A Buff Robbie. Robbie really does look like a Buff Robbie. Oh, oh. Where is um I gotta get something. I gotta get something. Also, I heard a rumor. I heard a rumor in the future of this film, Superman is gonna become a ventriloquist. Like a ventriloquist, with Scarface. I heard a big time rumor. I don't know where I heard it from. I got checked, but I saw on Twitter that he's gonna become He's gonna become the villain of the Metallicus. Superman's gonna turn into the Metallicus, and it's gonna be like Scarface. I don't know. I have a picture. I have a picture of it right here. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I just had to do it. I just had to do it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm s- he just. I'm really, really sorry. No, I'm not. Actually, I'm not sorry. I just did it on purpose. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry at all. That's what the planet looks like. Um, yeah, planet doesn't look like that. Planet doesn't look. I'm so- um, I gotta get something. I want to get something. Let me get. Let me see if I can get something. Um. Oh man, no, no. Okay. I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to find something. The hell? Why is your? I'm sorry. Come in, guys, if you have a link, if you want. All right. So that's once again Clark Kent. They obviously made him look more like a nerd, right? With the bad hair, curly hair, or a perm. Can you Superman with a perm? Can you imagine Superman with a perm? I just see Lois Lane going up and be like, "What the? Who the hell? Who the hell?" I can see Lois Lane going up to, "Hey, Smallville, who did your hair? My stylist?" Or something like that. I don't know. I can see that. I can see I can see Lois Lane like teasing. I can see Lois Lane teasing Clark about his hair. It's like I can see Batman be like, I can't Clark, I can't take you serious with hair like that. Bruce Wayne would be like, I can't take you serious with a perm. Hey, Bruce Wayne jokes. Hey, Clark. Is it possible to find Robin in your perm? Yeah, I'm taking jokes at him. I'm taking shots. And what is he reading? Let's see what he's reading in the paper. Can we? Is there a close up we can get on that? What do you think that says? Is that the Gotham Gazette and not the Daily Planet? I'm kidding. It has to be the Daily Planet. Imagine, imagine him reading the Gotham Gazette and not the Daily Planet. The Daily Planet. Oh, I would laugh so hard. Look at that. I can see him missing the bus. Or the bus door closes on him and he accidentally breaks it. That'd be hilarious if he takes a bus to work and then he's late and he can't show off his speed, obviously, because it'll become obvious who he is. But he gets stuck between the two doors of a bus, and the doors break all of a sudden. And the people in the bus, along with the bus driver, would be stunned and be like, "Oh, the hell just happened?" And and Clark was just a mix of bullshit. He goes, oh, some bullshit excuse of why the doors broke. I played football. I played a lot of football. I played football in high school. I don't know. I don't know. Or like Blind, where are you, man? You said 15 minutes. It's already been 20 minutes. Oh my god. All right. That's pretty funny. I mean, I'm sorry I'm talking. I'm just reading something, man. If I'm not talking, it means I'm reading something you're checking, okay? That's what it means. Okay? Okay? All right, man. Let's move on. Let's move on. Here's Superman. Superman from Krypton. You know, the boy wonder, or as the Joker calls him, the boy, the boy blunder, right? Yeah, you know, truth, justice, the American way. Kids, don't say no to drugs, smoking, and alcohol. Always do the right thing. Always, there's always hope. Yes, Sandra Hope. I'm kidding. If I, oh my god. Oh my god. What if? What if? What if this happens in the film? This happens in the film. Some random guy, some random like civilian, you know, or some interviewer, not Lois Lane, but some random civilian. Hope smoked up. Some random civilian goes up to Superman and says, "Does the S stand for hope?" And Superman's like, "Nope, it just stands for Superman." What if? What if? What if James Gunn? I would laugh at that if they just, you know, I'll just laugh at that. If it's like a little cheap shot. Uh, yeah, I bet you Superman. I bet you Clark Kent. I bet you Clark Kent in high school probably smoked some dope or went to parties, drank some alcohol, but he probably couldn't get high or intoxicated or drunk, right? Because of his obviously because of his he's not human. He must have much higher tolerance for that stuff than a normal human would, right? Well, Clark Yeah, you should do a flashback scene of Clark Kent high. High. No, Superman gets high. Gets high. Superman gets high. Okay? And and Mr. And he sees the leprechaun and he thinks he's hallucinating. No, he gets high. He gets high and uh and Mr. He gets high and sees the leprechaun from the fifth dimension. I was gonna butcher his name. Mr. I don't know. Just you can say it in the chat, so then I can read it out. Gets high and sees a leprechaun. He thinks it's hallucinating him. He thinks it's hallucinating the being from the fifth dimension. He thinks he's hallucinating him, but he is really seeing him. He is really seeing him. That should be the movie right there. Right there. That should be the movie right there. Superman, get high. That's it. That's perfect. That's a perfect movie. Right there, man. I'm gonna pitch it to Warner Brothers and James Gunn. I think that's a blockbuster hit. I think that's perfect. Blockbuster. I mean, maybe the Snyderverse could. Maybe we should restore the Snyderverse, and a sequel to Man of Steel should be Man of Steel 2. Get high. I mean, and he could be He could be smoking with or in this James Gunn universe, he could be smoking with Guy Gardner. I could definitely see Guy Gardner doing drugs. You know, getting high. I can see that for sure. Metamorpho for 2, sure, man. I can see that. I can see that, man. And Superman and Batman be like, "What are you guys doing? We're supposed to be role models. There's the kids." Oh, chill out, Batman. Here, have a joint. Batman gets high. The whole Justice League gets high. They they end up saving the day better high. You know, they end up making sure instead of screwing up, they do a better job of saving the day. The high Justice League, yeah, man. You know, you got Cheech and Chong gonna make a guest appearance. You know, I'm not opposed to having Cheech and Chong make an appearance. Hey, man. Hey, Superman. Man, it must be stressful saving the day all the time. Here, this will reduce the stress, man. Have a joint. Blinded, what's up?
What's up?
You like my new Superman movie, Man of Steel 2, or Superman Get High?
Oh man. Yeah. Oh boy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just like making a lot of jokes. I mean, I'm having. Uh, I think Degrassi would love that. Degrassi, you would love that. What? Admit it. You would love that.
Oh man. Hi- Superman get high.
It'll take a lot of. It'll take a lot of It'll take a lot of marijuana to get him high. That's for sure. 'Cause I don't know. I don't know what is. I don't know how much it would take, but I'm pretty sure it'd be a lot more than the average human would be able to consume.
Bruh.
Feel bad. It's hard saving the day. You know, saving the day every day.
Can Superman even get high?
Yeah, consider.
Would he have to like smoke like what? Some like fine crust kryptonite. Can't smoke
Well,
like all of it, but he can smoke
well, it
just a
has to
little
be.
bit.
It has to be Yeah, is there a certain? I know kryptonites, different color kryptonites have different effects. There has to be one that's got a
Cocaine
high, right?
laced with kryptonite. I don't know.
He can be up like Nick Makita.
Yeah, he can be like he could probably take some advice from Nick.
I know. I'm just. You know what? I know. I know. We looked at his photos before, so like I'm trying to add as much more as possible and have fun with them,
Oh, I
because
thought there was new photos.
no,
Oh, okay.
no.
Too bad
This
you're not
this
watching The Boys. Damn, we should be talking about The Boys instead.
I was looking at them making fun of the MCU. On
Yeah, that part of the episode was hilarious. I mean, they had some really, man, they did not hold their punches at all.
mm-mm,
Like they were making fun of Marvel hard. I think this is the hardest. I mean, besides that, the girls get it done joke from the second season. This is probably the hardest they've gone at Marvel, I feel like. Because they pretty much called them out.
yeah,
Or like, yeah, announcing movies way in advance and then reshooting the movie and then it's like, damn, man, it's
yeah.
cold.
Hey, DeGrasse, why don't you get in? George, get in here. That's right. Hey, here, Phil Superman. I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
you gotta watch The Boys though, Aaron. It's really good, man. The last two episodes, this episode and last week, I mean, god damn. There's a lot of shit going on.
I'm just laughing at the debate stuff. I'm just checking on Twitter. I was just
Oh,
looking at the pictures over again because I mean I didn't show you the Luther pictures on stream because I didn't do a stream yesterday. And I saw him yesterday. I mean, he's
yeah,
wearing a bald
unfortunately we
cap.
didn't see his costume. They covered it
No,
up.
this is actually not his actual head. This is a bald cap on him. You could tell the
Yeah.
way. You could tell the
They
way they
probably
used it.
did that because when he shaved his head, you could still see he had
Yeah,
some hair. So
for
yeah, you
sure.
could tell it's a bald cap though.
Yeah, but yeah. Um, Obviously he got roughed up a bit. Maybe
Yeah,
from I don't know.
from
I
something.
don't think
Yeah,
maybe from an action scene with maybe with two powerful beings go at each other and it's I don't know. It
yeah. I'm curious to
well,
see. I wish we got a look at his costume. Give us some clues or something.
yeah. I
Maybe
mean
it's
I heard
just a
like
suit, but
heard Luther is like in the film what I read that Luther is kind of manipulating everything.
yeah, he's the
Like
one behind the scenes pulling the strings.
yeah. As typical as Luther does. I mean that is Luther. And I
Yeah.
said earlier in the stream, I mean he's he's worked with Amanda Waller before in a lot of different iterations,
hmm
right? But the difference, but
Is
the
Amanda
first,
Waller going to be in this movie?
since we'll get in again, man.
I hope
I
she
don't know.
is. I think it would make sense. But
I wouldn't be surprised if she is, or at least mentioned because of Rick Flag. We know Rick Flag
right.
Senior's in it.
Yeah, and that also makes me wonder, is Rick Flag Jr. dead? I'm guessing yes, because Peacemaker is still a thing, so
They said season two is not exactly. They said season two might be some stuff in season two is going to be taken from season one and the Suicide Squad. They said like season two might be in a different like an alternate universe, kind of. But some of the stuff
yeah.
from those
But I
previous,
mean, they can't just throw
yeah,
away his character
I
arc,
know, I know.
because that's
Yes, yes.
yeah.
That's what I think. That's what I said about season two. Peacemaker is basically like a different universe, but some of the stuff that happened in these Suicide Squad and Peacemaker season does happen in that universe. I guess you could say it's like maybe they could explain canon events. I don't know. Reflex seems
I
revenge.
guess.
Yeah,
Mm,
right. I guess. Yeah, I mean, this is Lex Luthor. He's taking advantage of everything, you know, and then he's gonna try to hide his crimes.
right.
I mean, you'll need, right? That's Lex Luthor in a nutshell, basically, and that's how he is in the comics, or in different in the that's how he in the Justice League show. That's how he's in the Superman show. That's how he is in almost a lot of the iterations of Lex Luthor. that
Hmm.
he covers up a lot of things. But the thing is, right? Eventually, he gets caught because his arrogance, his cockiness, even his intelligence gets to the best of him. He eventually gets caught,
Right. I
right?
hope this Luthor though isn't defeated in the movie. You know what I mean? Like defeated in the sense that oh, Superman beat him and he's locked away. I hope
Like a
they don't do something like that. I hope it's sort of just like maybe he gets a one up on Superman. I think that would be interesting, and obviously that plays into other movies. I just, they got to go away from this whole trope that the MCU has been using, even with Loki, right? Because I think Loki's a
the
good
one shot,
comparison to make.
the one
Uh,
shot villain.
Not a one-shot villain, but like Loki, he got beaten up in Thor, and then he comes back in Avengers, and then they, arrest
Yeah,
him in Avengers, and then Thor needs him in Thor: The Dark World. So I'm kind of there's a little bit more purpose, or kind of hoping there's more purpose with Lex Luthor in terms of their, maybe he does get a win on Superman, and Superman gets a win,
yeah,
and so
yeah.
it's like they're even, stuff like that. I think we
Lex
need more in
Luthor,
movies.
yeah. Lex Luthor is one of their villains, one of the cornerstone villains you could build around in DC,
Yeah.
right? You can't just use him for one or two things. He's one of the villains you could build around for DC. And I know not just a Superman villain. I mean, more than just a Superman villain, if you ask me.
Hmm.
You start him off as a Superman villain, but you could build him around the overall DCU,
Right.
right? Like, yeah, you could do that for sure. I agree with you. I mean, Loki's become like what? Thor.
A reoccurring villain now turned hero, I guess, because I mean he is going to, as much as Tom Hiddleston is saying he's doesn't know where he's going to appear. I mean, the fact that he's holding up the multiverse pretty much confirms that he is going to be in Avengers. Because I
Mm,
mean, how are you supposed to acknowledge or not acknowledge the fact that he's holding up the multiverse?
that's
So yeah, I mean, I do like Loki, so I do want to see him come back as well.
but Loki needs an ending. He needs a happy ending. Finally, he needs to get one.
I
Like,
think the happy ending. Oh my God, I can't even talk. Ooh. The happy ending is that he's holding up the multiverse. I think even after Secret Wars, they could just put him back into doing that. You know.
oh, Tom Hiddleston sounds like when Loki came out, he sounds like he's done. Like he's finally ready to wrap up that character and move on from Loki.
Yeah, but he says he will always come back to the character. That's the thing.
If it's the right situation, yeah. But
Yeah. So
I don't think he wants to be involved in a lot of more Marvel things like multiple times, like he was in the beginning. You know?
yeah, but you never know. I think
Yeah.
I think that once they call him back, he's gonna come back. He's not
If
like
he
some other actors.
one or two things left, yeah. But he doesn't want to be like a three or four things or five things. You know, he's like he wants to tone it down.
Yeah. I mean, I am curious. Speaking about what Degrassi's saying, I'm curious to see what plot points they keep, what do they discard, things like that. Because yeah, I was kind of curious to see how they're gonna handle the whole thing with his dad being a ghost. I feel like, you
Yeah.
know, so that's why I'm like, huh, how are they gonna handle this transition to a different universe? And how is the humor gonna address it? Because it's not eh, Peacemaker's not really like a Deadpool character, so it's not like he's going to uh, directly point out that it's a different universe. So I think in some regards it's a little bit more interesting because then you can have more creative ideas flowing instead of it just being, oh, it's like Deadpool but
Why would he want to
DC.
thank Peacemaker? He doesn't like his son. Degrassi. Why would he? I
Either
wouldn't.
seeking revenge or he wants to thank Peacemaker. Uh, I
What's
don't
with?
know. We'll have to see that. Maybe he's not even really looking for revenge.
Of course, Marvel's announcing the return of Holly. They got stuff to announce. They have to announce Phase Six stuff. I mean, they have to finish building up Phase Six, right? Huh, they only
Hmm.
got like one movie, two. I think two movies announced for Phase. Wait, is Kang Dynasty Phase 6 or 5? Secret Wars is 6, right?
Um, I mean, they said that Phase 6 is supposed to start with what? Fantastic Four?
Is it? Okay. They still got Phase 6 stuff to announce.
I
But
don't
it's
I
like,
don't think I think well things have changed so much. I think they might as well just extend Phase 5 and just
um,
let Avengers be part of Phase 5 or Avengers 5 be part of Phase 5. That
oh,
makes
okay,
sense?
I see. Thanks for killing. Yeah, so
Yeah.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Remember, Marvel said, yeah. Remember, Marvel said this is true. This is true too.
Yeah.
Are we
Well,
really
that's
on
what
a
I'm
Blade
saying.
going on?
That's what I'm saying. All they're really going to do is re-announce things and organize it for it to make sense because
I I'm
since the
looking.
last time they showed the slate, I
If they
mean, the
don't
slate
mention
is
anything
wrong
about
now.
Blade,
So
if they don't mention anything about Blade at the Comic Con, that's a big concern. I mean, it's a huge concern
I
now,
don't
but
think
that's
they will mention Blade
well, then
unless
then
they have concept art or something. Well, or
that's
maybe they'll come out and say who the director is again, but that
yeah,
might be a
yeah.
little bit embarrassing.
If
I
they
don't
say
think they
nothing,
would do that.
there's nothing. I think that movie's dead.
I don't think it means it's dead. I just think there's I
More
mean,
concern.
no, it's pretty much the same as it is right now. It's like, what are they gonna do with this movie?
And
They're still going, as long as Mahershala Ali is attached, I think they're going
and
to still
and
go through it.
remember, blinded. Remember, they said 2 shows and 2 movies a year now for Marvel.
Yeah, they did say 2 movies now, which I don't even understand why they even said 3 movies in the
So
first place.
I'll look at discussion film real quick because they released something today about all the
Mm,
movies for 2025, 2026. Some have release dates and some have unreleased dates, and some don't have titles yet. 2026, um, there are 4 untitled Marvel films. No, 3 untitled Marvel films because one of them is an Avengers film. I'm gonna try to find
mm.
it. Okay,
My guess
I'm gonna
next
read it
year
real
is going to
quick.
be Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts. I think that's what they're going to push. Um, I am going to make some predictions. I think Thunderbolts is going to come out. Is it currently slated
Thunderbolts
to
is
come
right
out
away.
before? Oh yeah, we have Captain America. Fuck, I forgot about Captain America.
It's May. Thunderbolts is supposed to come out in May
Okay,
next year.
so my
May.
prediction is Captain America is going to get moved to May, and Thunderbolts is
Good
going to come
point.
out maybe July or the
Yeah.
end of the year, and I think Fantastic Four is going to get delayed to 2026.
So right now,
And
this is
that
right now,
movie is
right?
going to lead into Avengers 5. That's my guess.
2026. 2026. An untitled Marvel film scheduled for February 13th, 2026.
Delayed,
That's
delayed.
one.
Whatever
That's
that
one
is,
right
it's
now,
delayed.
right? That's one. An untitled Marvel film for November 2026. All right. Another one. Um, wait, let me see. Yeah, that's 2 so far, 2026. February.
Anthony, they haven't started shooting yet, and we're almost in July.
No, there's 3 for 2026. So 2 untitled and 1 in Avengers Kang Dynasty.
Also, they literally just said that they're putting out 2 movies a year. So my prediction is they're
Yes.
going to delay Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four is the only movie that hasn't started shooting. Both Captain America and Thunderbolts are pretty much done
That's such a
shooting.
good name. That's a good name. Man.
So Fantastic Four,
By the
it's
way,
not going to start
Thunderbolts.
shooting next
He
month
said
anyway.
he said
So
Thunderbolts is actually it's done shooting. Yes, I believe that's
yes,
correct
it's finished. Yeah, they wrapped. I
for
mean, they're going to
now.
do reshoots, obviously,
Yeah.
but principal production is finished. So that means they're pretty much on track if the movie's what comes out in, you said May?
May 2nd, 2025.
Yeah, they got enough time. Fantastic Four, on the other hand, no.
They
Fantastic Four
said
for a
Fantastic.
July release, I don't
They said Fantastic Four is filming the day after their presentation. Marvel's
highly doubt
presentation.
it.
That's what I read somewhere.
I think it's better if they delay Fantastic Four because Fantastic Four is the one that they have to. Yeah, they set well next month or not. Well, for quite some time, they
I'm.
first were saying they were going to start shooting in May,
This is
and remember also too, Marvel wants to shoot their stuff earlier. They want like a better window. They don't want a year turnaround for these
I just
movies
think
anymore.
I just think at the Marvel presentation they're gonna announce Wonder Man,
Yeah,
Daredevil,
Wonder Man, Daredevil,
Daredevil, yeah,
Ironheart.
Ironheart. I think for the movies they're just gonna announce someone finish up with the slate. Some of the slate six
Slun,
movies they're not titled. I think
I
it's
don't
gonna
know.
be
I
Shang
don't think
Chi
they're gonna.
too.
I don't think they're gonna. I think Shang-Chi too. They may announce, but I don't
Yeah.
think they're gonna. Uh, I don't think they're gonna announce anything major. Um, if an, I really don't think it's a good idea to put out Fantastic Four or rush Fantastic Four because Thunderbolts and Captain America. I mean, who really knows if they'll do well? We could just assume maybe they'll make 400 million,
hmm
maybe 500 million each. I don't know.
Is it
But
really?
personally, I'm not. I don't even know if I'll go watch those movies. I'm not that
What
interested.
was when was the last time Marvel released a movie during Comic Con? Because they usually don't do that. Deadpool is like right when they.
Guardians of the Galaxy came out a week after Comic Con.
Oh, because Deadpool is right on Comic Con, basically the weekend of
Yeah.
Comic Con. Ah,
Well, even still, I think they want to make sure that the movie's good. Fantastic Four just can't be rushed, so you
Fantastic
might
Four
as well
has to be
delay it.
good. Because if Fantastic Four is bad, it's cursed. Fantastic Four and MCU would take a hit because of all the other fails with
Yeah, and
Fantastic Four.
again, I keep saying, what happened to this? Oh, we care about quality. Who cares about how many movies they put a year? As long as is it good? That's my
They'll have a
concern.
they'll have a con screen. Well, I'll see it. I'll see it a few days before the con screen anyway, so I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know. Marvel right now, like I said, I only care about Fantastic Four. That's the
Yeah.
only thing I care about. I guess Daredevil too, right? But everything else I could care less about.
If they if if Marvel really wants to have a premiere, it should not be in LA. They should be in Canada. Do the premiere in Canada.
Yeah, they should, but they won't.
Do it in Toronto, man. Do it in Toronto or Vancouver. One of those
Yeah,
cities.
why did Miss Marvel have a Toronto premiere?
Cause
Just
she's
because
from
the
Markham.
actress. But I mean, Deadpool and Wolverine are
She
Canadian characters.
no, because the actress is Mark from Markham.
No, I know
Markham.
that. I'm saying, I'm
That's
I'm
the reason why I
saying.
think. But did why that but that's strange because I don't know if Shang-Chi well, I don't know if Shang-Chi did have a
No,
Toronto
Shang-Chi
premiere.
didn't have a Toronto premiere. No,
And the She-Hulk did not have a Toronto premiere.
no.
Or Canadian premiere. Oh, comes out on the 26th, but Thursday is the 25th, and it's always a Thursday, so movies when they do come out. 26th is a lie. The Fridays are always a lie, right?
You mean 27, right? It comes out on the 27.
No, it comes out on the 26th. Pretty sure. July
Uh,
26th.
the 26th is a Wednesday, no? Doesn't this movie come out the 28th?
Deadpool?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the 28th is a Friday. Let me check.
26th.
Comes out on 26th. Okay.
Yeah.
Thought it was the 28th. Hmm. All right. Um. Oh yeah. Then yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
So
you
I'm gonna
would be
see it on the
seeing it on the 25th. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure you would too, Degrassi. I know you're seeing it too before. I know Degrassi. I know you, Degrassi. You gotta see it on that
I
date.
care about the review embargo. When's the review embargo?
That's a good
I
point.
assume it's gonna be again. It's gonna be like what a day or two, probably on the Tuesday, maybe even on
Because spoilers?
opening night because of spoilers. Yeah.
Yes, Japan is getting earlier. Yep, that's facts. It's true.
Or if they're getting it earlier, then I guess that means
Earlier premiere.
or an early. They're gonna have early reviews.
hmm
If unless they, I
I mean,
mean, I highly doubt the movie's
I
finished,
mean,
so I
look,
don't think they will do like a 2 week
look,
advance
Wolf,
review.
like, Brian, people are so happy. Oh, Marvel Studios is returning to Hollywood. I'm like, are you surprised? There's no strikes this year.
Well, I don't know. It's what else are they gonna announce? They can't really announce anything new
I know.
because if they do,
I
who's
want
the only people who are gonna get excited? I mean, if they announce
before
something major, yeah, I guess people will be excited.
they
I'll be
probably announced
excited,
it
but
might not if they announce nothing major, it might be a title change for Avengers. We might get a new title. That might be major.
yeah, I think that probably is more likely. I
Yeah.
mean,
Red carpet July
makes sense.
22. Oh, so yeah, this is a
Yeah.
spoiler thing then. Um, I want DC needs to show up, but I know James Gunn says he's not showing up. I think he's lying. I think he's lying.
Um, you think they're gonna announce something? Think he's gonna be there? I don't think so. I mean, he seems busy, so
Can you have Pierre Saffron do it instead?
yeah, but that I don't think that's they want James Gunn there. That's what they
Well, they
want.
have to do something. I mean, people are like, man, now it's the cast for Green Lantern and Booster Gold. I mean, we already know Superman, Supergirl. Just maybe do something with Green Lantern and Booster Gold. Okay.
Honestly, I think they should keep their heads down and not say anything until Superman comes out. Next year, Comic Con, they can announce something after Superman releases. I
That's
don't think
true.
they need to right now because I think it may be people if they do the problem. I mean, they could. Who really knows? I'm just saying. Um, in my opinion, I think it would look bad if they announced all this stuff and try to hype this up and then Superman doesn't
You know what?
do super great. It would kind of look like, they got egg on their face. People are going to be like pointing out, hey, that's going to be part of the history when someone does a documentary
They
on
said
the
I
second
read
fall of DC, right?
I read somewhere there the Batman is scheduled to start in early next year.
Yeah,
Um, if that's the case, uh,
they're not going to announce anything.
no, they might wait till the Penguin show first.
Yeah, I think in the fall, winter,
It's,
we'll hear something maybe. If not, then it's probably going to be early next year, and they're going to
mhm.
film like in March or something, I
Who
bet.
was the actor that said it? Jeffrey Wright? Was it Jeffrey Wright or was it? I think it was Jeffrey
I
Wright.
think it was no, it was Andy
Andy Serkis.
because yeah,
What was he doing first? That or Lord of the Rings?
I think he's doing that first.
The Batman. Okay.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings. I mean, who's even directing that movie? We don't even know.
Peter Jackson. I think Peter Jackson's
I
gonna
don't
direct
think he is. I think he's just producing it. You're
producing it.
talking about that Gollum movie?
Yeah. Oh, Peter Jackson probably like who
No,
actually
actually, isn't. No, actually, is there a director attached to that movie? Because then, um,
maybe it's probably Andy Serkis himself.
yeah, I was gonna say maybe it is Andy Serkis himself. I don't think so though. I don't think anybody's attached to that movie. Well,
In fact,
yeah, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like if Superman shits the bed, it would just how like people now go back and look at how DC announced all those movies far in advance and most of them never happened and it was almost like a bad virtue or it was like a jinx. And I know James Gunn already announced stuff,
yeah, Andy
but
Serkis
he
is gonna
announced the
direct it.
stuff already.
Andy Serkis is gonna direct
He
it.
is?
Yeah.
Oh shit, okay. Um, who's the best? I mean I prefer Christopher Reeves, but
Christopher
yeah.
Reeve.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is good.
Henry Cavill has the look, but
Yeah, acting's not that.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, going back
That's
to
true.
what Degrassi was saying. Um, yeah, I just think
He
it
doesn't
would
act
just look
mature.
bad. You might as well keep. I always think keep your head down, and then you deliver something good, and then people are like, oh shit, this is what you've been doing. People are impressed because we know the movie's gonna be good. I don't
We
know about
hope.
the box. We still don't know about the box office. That's still up in the air. Just because, I mean, seems like every box office is up in the air. Who really knows what's going to be successful nowadays? But yeah. Andy Serkis directing Gollum though. I mean,
He said.
I don't know
Also, he
about
said.
that.
He also said a title change might be happening too.
For that movie,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, The Hunt for Gollum sounds terrible.
Well, they actually tough me out. Actually, Hunt for Gollum's already been. I think it's fan made too. From
Yeah, it sounds like a fan film, so they better change it.
yeah, and he said. I mean, he said some of the original people from the uh from the original trilogy are going to come back. Some characters will come back. I'm hoping it's
Also,
Gandalf, but I'm worried about Ian McKellen, man.
also, is Warner Brothers going to release that Lord of the Rings anime in theaters? When's that
Yes,
coming out?
yes, December or November, December, I believe.
Because I want to see that. I'm not too
Yeah.
like I like Lord of the Rings. I mean, I watched all the movies and I read the books, but I'm not like the biggest fan. You know what I mean? Like I'm not a
Hmm.
diehard. Um, but I am curious about this movie because I'm like, oh, it's an anime, and they're
Yeah,
gonna put it
not
out
this
in
one though.
theaters.
Aragon Gandalf Adventure. I'm just concerned about. I mean, I hope he McCallum's alive by then. I'm pulling it from them.
He's good at CGI, but I wouldn't say he's a good director so far.
Well, yeah,
And this seems
yeah.
really ambitious. You know what I mean?
See, you see the Harry Potter people they're working on. They're Warner Brothers is really going out of the way to make Harry Potter a huge success. You see what they got on like the Succession. I'll tell you, like Harry Potter. I'll read the people they got on and what they've done. It's really crazy who they got to work, who they got to sign
For
off for
what,
that.
this TV show?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
the TV series to be led by Succession alumni. Like
oh, hmm.
that's Succession writer, director. Oh, is this the fucking paywall? I hate paywall. I mean, I understand why they have paywall these sites now because they have to pay their
Hmm.
writers, but I fucking hate that. Harry Potter, who they get? Degrassi filming in. I know they got Succession. Hollywood Report. I'll read that. They got Francesca Gardner as a writer showrunner. She did Succession. She also did Killing Eve, Dark Materials. Uh, those are well-received shows. She directed episodes of Game of Thrones, and she's directing some second season of Last of Us. Um, she did the Menu. She did some
Hmm.
Shameless and The Affair, among others. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, they're really making sure. She's making. They're really making sure Harry Potter the show is big again.
Jan Young, there is a Chinese Superman. It's called the new Superman.
Wait a minute. They
Um,
didn't. Oh, oh.
hold on, Jan Young, go check out the new Superman. It actually wasn't a bad comic. I don't remember when it came out. I want to say 2018. Maybe it was uh more recent than that, but let me just check. New Superman comic.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You have to understand. Why does Superman have to necessarily be white? He's from Krypton. There's not. You mean?
Yeah, the new Superman made in China. It was
Yeah.
2017. It actually wasn't that
Um.
bad.
Well, no, Sophie, Jenna. You know, Lex Luthor has been waist dropped, right?
Oh shit,
You,
are they really gonna fucking that Abram Superman bullshit? You should cancel that
that's
garbage. Who
not
wants
Clark
to see
Kent
that?
though. That's not Clark Kent. That's not supposed to be Clark Kent. Right? It's supposed to be Val Zod, right? Is that what the
I
right?
hope that
That's just,
movie's just canceled. Forget about that
or is that the
movie.
other one?
It sounds like a terrible idea. No, it's a black Superman. It's supposed
Actually,
to be Clark. It's supposed to be Clark Kent.
actually,
No, who?
wasn't there like an Asian Lois at one point too, or something similar?
Well, Jimmy Olsen is race swapped in the
CW.
super.
Yeah, they made him a hot black guy. So what?
Well, he's also black in the new cartoon.
That's true too. Yeah. Um. Um. The thing. I
Yeah,
mean,
but the Chinese Superman, I mean, he was still pretty cool though. Like he didn't last super long. I mean, but it wasn't that bad. I mean, the thing is, yeah, most of the time, the problem with these race swaps, I feel like, I mean, this character's not a race swap. He's his own character. It's just, he's taking the title of Superman. But like this Black Superman movie, to me, I think a lot of people,
it's not getting. I
especially,
don't think it's getting done.
I don't think they should do that at all. It sounds like a awful idea. Um, I
That's
I could
that's
totally see the Black community just rejecting it. And when I heard about
uh,
this movie, when it was like first being rumored or announced, whenever it was, it's been a couple years now. It just sounds like pandering. It sounds like pandering to me. And I don't use that word often, but it's like the Black community wants their own characters. That's why Black Panther was successful. And the problem is DC. I don't. It's not
it
that
was
DC doesn't have interesting black characters. They just don't have a character I feel like is like Black Panther, which is like very
none.
unique.
No, they
John
don't.
Stewart is a black character, but he's a Green
He's not
Lantern.
that. Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's not
it's
the
not.
same.
It's not like yeah. Because there's other Green Lanterns like there's Hal Jordan and all that. It's not. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not.
it's really not the same. And yeah, I mean, the characters that they have that are like, I guess they could push as a Black Panther would just it just would be inauthentic. And I think Hollywood needs to probably drop this whole idea of making their own Black Panther. Even Marvel needs to drop that idea
When was
because
Clark Kent racial
it's not
gender
going to work.
swapped? Tell me when Clark Kent was racial gender. Tell me find one example when Clark Kent was racial gender swapped.
Bronze
Please.
Tiger is not a equivalent to Black Panther. No one is going to show up for a
But
Bronze
Boss Tiger
Tiger.
is a villain too, more of a villain. Yeah,
Yeah.
remember Degrassi SP. But tell me, is there? Where an
There's
example?
really no character. Like, let's be honest.
I'm
There's really no character.
John Stewart. Yeah, John Stewart is popular, but he's not. Yeah, I'm
Like, we
getting
can
that.
go through and list a bunch of black characters, but it's
John,
not there.
Mr.
It's not going to
Terrific,
be
John
comparable to
Stewart.
Black
Yeah,
Panther at all.
yeah. Mr. Terrific's not there. John Stewart.
And on
Black
top of that,
Lightning.
too, like,
They try to make Black Lightning that in the show again. In the
yeah, they did do Black Lightning, but again, Black Lightning, I keep saying this, he's not. It's not Black Panther. Yeah,
Boss
bro,
Tiger
is
was
regardless. I'm still saying
Boss Tiger,
regardless.
but from the recent Night stuff, Boss Tiger was actually more of a villain. I mean, in CW, he was a villain, more of a villain.
And here's the thing, people have been asking for Black Panther for a very long time. Like,
Yeah,
Black Panther was like, even when the MCU was first starting, people were like, when are they gonna do Black Panther? I remember that distinctly because
I
I
agree.
mean
I agree. I remember that too.
because Iron Man 2 had that teaser, remember, and they never followed up on it. It took them years to do. No, I would not say that. No, I wouldn't say that. I disagree. Especially from the black community. I mean, I have like uncles who are like, who did care about Black Panther. That was, I feel like that might be more of a black thing, honestly, because I do hear a lot of black people talk about Black Panther and how he was underrepresented in the comics. They had comics of Black Panther too, so I don't really agree with that at all. I mean, and on top of that too, the movie people. This is why I always say, like, some people got the success of that movie mixed up. It was the fact that for a while there wasn't a big popular black character. Yes, there was Blade, and yeah, you had Falcon, but they weren't equivalent to a Spider-Man or a Superman. Black Panther, we've been saying this for a while. He could have been. I mean, he is now, and then they killed him off because they're fucking stupid. He did carry his own books. I mean, he didn't carry a lot of them though. He wasn't consistent. That's the problem. But
Yeah,
he did. So people. I mean, he was the big prominent character, and they never really did anything with it because surprise. I mean, it's a black character. They're not going to do anything with him. But he was the one that I felt, and a lot of people did. He could have been, and what do you know? He did. He was successful. There was a lot of, and on top of that too, the stuff that they did with Wakanda and their technology and stuff, and the whole Afro futurism, that was a really good idea. They never really, no, I'm not even saying that. I'm not even saying that it deserves to be Oscar nominated either. I'm saying that culturally, right? The character was bound to have this success because there wasn't a black character that could have had this world building that was equivalent to a Spider-Man or a Batman or a Superman. And I think
yeah,
they did a
yeah.
good job until they did that second movie, which, in my opinion, I fucking hate that second movie. I'm not gonna hype up the first movie, but as being like a good movie in itself, it's okay. I think there's a lot of creative choices. Like I
Def-
said, I was just saying the Afrofuturism, that whole idea, that's a really cool idea. They never really fucking expanded on it though.
I guess the guys who were saying a black character in DC does not like make a cultural impact, a huge cultural impact.
Yeah, I don't agree. I'm gonna have to disagree with Degrassi. It's just not the same. And I remember going, and like I said, as much as I would say the movie, the first one, Black
First of all,
Panther, is maybe
Dwayne
like a 7 for
Black
me.
Adam is not black.
No, he's more Middle Eastern.
Yeah,
I mean, the Rock is, I mean, he's
the
mixed, right?
Rock
He's
Rock is he's mixed.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
the character of Black.
there's
Go ahead.
some, like, the thing is, like, there's just no, yeah, like Anthony's saying it. There's really no character that could have the world building
And
of Black Panther.
also, you're right. The first Black Power Ranger was black, but the ones after that were not black. And it does look bad. It kind of
Well,
does look like bad on
I mean,
Power Rangers by
Degrassi,
making.
they have like three Black Panther video games in development, so I don't know about that.
Well, that's Degrassi. Letitia Wright hinted at Black Panther 3 on the View.
And they're going to 100%
Yeah, of course.
bring back T'Challa. I mean, if you notice, there we keep pointing this out because this is dumb as hell that Marvel's doing this. They keep killing off T'Challa in like different iterations. I mean, right now he's obviously there in the 616. He's even there in the Ultimates universe. But for some reason in other like, offshoot continuities, I mean, here's a perfect example of this. People were complaining about X-Men on 97. Obviously, I love that show. But I
Same
mean,
here.
why was it his grandfather instead of it being T'Challa? That was weird. Or his father, I should say. But yeah, it was like, okay.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, you got that game, you got the EA game.
Okay.
There's another game that's also in the works,
First of all,
so
he's
I
not
don't know
Egyptian in
about
the
that.
comics. He's what's it called? Con. They call con. What are the contact people called? They're not Egyptian. It's a country itself in the universe. Con. What do they call it?
I mean, the
Also,
MCU, I mean, you really think the MCU is going to completely drop Black Panther?
no.
I don't know about that. As much as I don't like the last movie, that movie is still one of the more successful recent Marvel movies. Like it did break $800 million, so I don't know about Shuri as Black Panther. I think that's still a stupid idea. So they got to figure out a way. I think what they're going to end up doing is
Hey,
bring the big reveal is T'Challa comes back recasted in Secret Wars, like part
but
2 or whatever you want to call
to
it.
be a much different actor, something we don't recognize.
I
Maybe
mean, why
recognize,
would
but
what I don't understand is why would the MCU completely get rid of Black Panther when it's been super successful? Yeah, I can't really see that happening. No, I'm saying I okay, yeah,
it's
I get you're not saying drop, but I'm saying
it's
they're
it's
going to be
it's it's the same
is
thing
he
that
are they not going to use it?
it's the
I
same
mean,
thing
maybe
that
it's going to be
Christopher
minor, but
it's the same thing Christopher Nolan felt that Ryan Coogler felt. Because Christopher Nolan, wanted to continue Joker a little bit in the Dark Knight Rises, but he didn't feel it was right because of the passing of Heath Ledger. That's what I think Ryan Coogler felt with the Black Panther character. It just didn't feel right with somebody else being Black Panther. It was Chadwick Boseman's role only for him. That's what I think. I think it's the same feeling that Nolan had with the
but
Joker, Heath
Degrassi,
Ledger.
hold on, but Degrassi, what happened to the Black Panther TV show that they were making with the like did they cancel that already? I
I
mean,
don't
the
know.
Eyes of Wakanda was the animated show that was recently announced, but there was one with the Duralim. Oh my God, I can't even say their name. The Duralimage.
Yeah, the guards, the security
Yeah.
guards. Yeah. Oh my god, is this? I thought
Oh God.
this is
Yeah, you might be getting that $20,
yeah.
but we'll
How
have to
you
wait and
doing,
see.
man? How you doing, Mark Finbar? It's not. You're gonna be back soon, right? Because I know it's not about a month away.
You didn't mention it. The Eyes of Wakanda is the animated show.
Yeah, it's the other the one he mentioned 2 minutes
Yeah,
ago.
this
I think
other
was
one
live action.
hasn't
Yeah,
it's not gotten a title. The Eyes of Wakanda is an animated show.
and you know what? You know something? They
Let
haven't
me let
officially
me look
announced.
up.
They haven't officially announced it either, too. They wasn't even on the slate that they put 2 years ago.
No, but they did I'm pretty sure Ryan Coogler did talk about the show.
Yeah,
It's a live action show. It's not an animated show.
yeah, it's live action.
Unless unless again Degrassi saying that they changed it and now the Eyes of Wakanda is just that idea, because if
Well,
that's true, I mean that's new information. The Midnight Angel series, yeah, that's it. That's it.
yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
Midnight
Thank you.
Angels. Yeah, yeah. Eh, yeah, yeah.
That
It's on
ain't
Sci-Fi.
happening.
Yeah,
Wow, that's
it's not
crazy.
bad. That's not bad for Twisters.
I mean, I don't know why would the MCU completely I know what you're saying. I'm not saying you said drop, but I'm saying to have a reserved or a minor role.
It's
Why? I don't understand why would the MCU do that.
oh, Finbar. Wizard said sleeping with your wife, by the way.
Mm. Damn, they canned it. Okay, I don't remember hearing that, so sorry about that. But that's fucking crazy. Okay, wow.
Oh, stop. My God. I'll let Finbar answer that. um, yeah, it was. What was it gonna go? Where was it gonna go? Is it period? I don't. It's a comedy. A comedy. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
A
It's been
period
confirmed. It's gonna
comedy,
be. I mean, Kevin Feige confirmed that it's gonna be taking place in the not an alternate universe in the 1960s. So
mm,
if that's the case, I want a hippie Reed Richards, even though that's a different universe. They can still be hippies in that universe. I want a hip. I want to see. I want to see how Pedro Pascal acts as a hippie.
bruh.
Dude,
Isn't it?
dude,
Well, is it? It doesn't take place exactly in the 60s, no.
I think it
I
says. I
mean,
don't know.
it's like 60s futurism, right? Retro futurism.
Hey, Finbar. I'll let you know. Wizards hosting Tony's show right now. You can tell him there if you want. I mean, if you want to
Yeah.
stay in this chat, you go ahead. But he's hosting Tony's show because Tony is at too many games
Mm.
right now. Yeah, so if you're gonna watch Tony streams anybody, it's he's not hosting for the next few days. Okay, that's you on
But
that.
hold on, is Fantastic Four a period piece that it takes place in the 60s with different technology, or is it?
Probably different
b-
technology.
Okay then, because I mean,
It,
yeah, that whole idea could get kind of
it doesn't
confusing.
it doesn't exactly have to be like our.
Because you know how Fallout is it's supposed to be future, like 50s
Yeah,
futurism in the
it could
future.
you could do something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter to me, but yeah, the man of the future.
But I just want Pedro Pascal to get high. Imagine three
Man,
people getting high on stream. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this perm. I can see Lois Lane be like, where did you get your hair done? Am I stylist? With my stylist?
I mean, I don't really have a problem if it's a comedy. It's just got to be good.
Pedro Pascal could do comedy. I see him do. We know he can be funny. Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
Okay, we know. Uh, I like Joseph Quinn in the Stranger Things. I think he could pull it off because he showed some of it.
Mm.
Bit, but I haven't really seen Vanessa Kirby done comedy and things. Uh,
Uh,
or
yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I have high hopes for this movie, so
oh,
this is
I think
this
everybody
is like the
does.
last Marvel movie. I mean, Avengers, yeah, but like
I
some of these movies, I mean, like I have to. I mean, like I will probably have to end up going see them just so we could talk about them. But in all honesty, I really have no interest in going to some of these movies because it's just like I could be doing other things.
oh yeah,
Like yeah.
don't worry, Finbar. We're still doing the wrestling stuff. You know,
Hmm.
there's
Yeah,
some.
yeah. No, I agree with that. Yeah.
Not all the DC movies are
Um,
bad.
don't ask. Don't give. You don't want to hear my opinion about CW shows.
Okay. The first Aquaman was pretty decent. Wonder Woman 17 was good. Uh,
I would say
there's
there is. Let me think. Hold on. There's uh
very
three
obvious,
DC
yeah.
movies of the DCEU that I liked: Wonder Woman, The Suicide Squad, and
Who,
Shazam. That's it.
who said there was going to be comedy? Oh, of course not. Uh, yes, CW shows were weak. Well, I'll say this:
Yeah, I agree. Arrow was boring as hell. Holy
Flash
shit.
shows were the Flash shows started off strong for a couple seasons. Then
The Flash.
it
I could never watch any. I think the only one that I was consistently watching and I had to stop was
I don't
what's
hate
that
the
show
guy.
called? What the hell was
Legends of
that shit about?
Tomorrow.
Legends of Tomorrow. Yeah.
I don't hate Joe Henry. I just hate the fascination with him. He's okay. He's a joke of a character. He's supposed to be a comedy character wrestler. Who cares?
Hmm.
Um, Swamp Thing is Victorian. or not
Yeah, I
enough.
wonder when we're gonna get Swamp Thing. Are we gonna get Swamp Thing before Batman?
Do you remember? Do you remember when Justice League Dark was gonna happen?
Yeah, yeah, we
Um,
talked about that, and
who was supposed to
that
direct
was
it?
like the one. Yeah, Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah. It was him. Yeah, now I remember. Yeah, I was my first. I was thinking that this my first director. I was thinking, yeah, man,
Yeah,
we got
anything that Guillermo del Toro touches, like I'll go watch it.
yeah.
But
Shit him tomorrow.
there's a lot of movies he hasn't made, and I mean that's just. I think
It's,
at this point, that's kind of just his, his mo. He's lucky if a movie gets made. And
mm-hmm.
it's always good. I mean, I don't think he's made a
I
bad
like his
movie.
movies.
I don't care what anybody says. Um, yeah, but he has a lot of cancel movies. I wish he made that the
WB
Mountains
has
of Madness
fucked Guillermo
movie.
del Toro a lot, man. You wanna know what? They fuck him a lot. He
Yeah.
was supposed to do the Hobbit movies too.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's just way too many
yeah,
movies he was supposed to do.
yeah, he was.
But yeah, the Legends of Tomorrow's were just rejects. Yeah, I agree with that. It was kind of fun. It was campy, it was like it was a weird idea putting all these characters that never really been on a team together. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. But it was a fun show for what it was. But yeah, I stopped watching it eventually. I don't even remember what happens in the show.
Is Jedi
Um,
Prime? Is that the Star Wars movie you're talking about? The one
yeah,
that it
yep,
takes
that's
the
the
1,000 years.
ah,
I mean, we go. I mean, we're talking about this. We're talking about Star Wars tomorrow. Blinded.
yeah, I
We are
know.
blinded
I
to it.
want uh.
You just
I mean,
can't
the
be.
last episode wasn't bad. It's just the show. I just feel like at the end of it, we're just gonna have the exact same
This
opinion.
this show
That's gonna
has.
be my guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Uh,
because it's not a bad show, but again, there's a lot of. I think the mystery. I can start to see what Degrassi was saying about the Fight Club, where I'm like, I think it's gonna be something. This is my theory, right? We'll see, right? Because my last theory did not pan out, but I think
no.
it's still in the cards though, because I was saying to Aaron, the moment they said that line about the mother, I'm like, oh, she's not the fucking master. But what the Sith guy was saying, it sounded like he has a master. That's the
He
impression that I
has to.
got.
Somebody had to train him.
Yeah, but it sounds like he wanted an acolyte because
He
he's
went his
going to
old
kill.
Padawan. Yes. Yeah.
Well, he's going to kill his master. So
Yeah.
who's his master? That's what I'm saying. I think there's another character maybe we're not seeing. Because I did see some people say they're gonna. I mean, this would be boring as fuck. But I know, like, this is why I say officially, I don't even know how I define myself as a Star Wars fan. I at this point, I don't even consider myself a Star Wars fan because most of the stuff I don't like. But it's like I like the original movies, so it's like, what am I supposed to do, right? And I like the video games, so it's like, I guess I'm not a fan. This is really weird. Um, but yeah, okay. Going back to that Fight Club point. This is my theory. My theory is I think OSHA is the one who burned the witches. That's my guess.
Hmm.
And it was the reason why we saw that episode was because it was supposed to throw us off.
Hmm.
And
Oh yeah, I know
and
what you
the
mean.
Jedi are the ones who kind of did something they weren't supposed to. They went into her head to do that. That's my guess. So it's sort of, and that's why she could never really be a Jedi, is because that brainwashing every time she, it was almost like a reaction that she had. That's just my theory. We'll see if it pans out. Um, because like I said, that other theory did not pan out. So, but I don't know. I know a lot of people are also pointing out. I mean, we're gonna talk about this tomorrow,
Yeah.
hopefully. But let me just say this just in case I'm not on there. That I see people complaining about Soul not knowing it was May. But how do we know that exactly? I feel like his face expression said otherwise. He was like, there's something going on here, so I'm just gonna play along. That's the impression I got, because I'm like, there's no way he wouldn't know that's her, right? He can sense it. I mean, can he not sense it? So I don't know about that
He did
stuff, but
sense who the Sith. The kind of sense who the Sith was, because he felt that sense. He felt
unknown is
that.
gonna be
It's weird because you made a great point because when the Sith and when
Well,
we're gonna get into more of this tomorrow, but when I'll just say this when Creamier, that's his name, or Creamier or something like that. That's a Sith, right? Basically, call him a Sith. When he had the mask on, he said you knew who I am, and yeah, I sensed similarity in you. When he know that was him because episode 2, didn't they kind of meet each other in that where May went to assassinate Jedi Orbit? Did they meet each other? When does sense be like when he be able to figure out that it's him? Like
yeah, that's
Yoda?
another thing too. I'm guessing that's also because if you remember in the last episode, episode 4,
Hmm.
uh, I saw this because Grace Randolph pointed this out, but he was looking in the trees
Yeah,
and he was looking at something, and I'm pretty sure he was looking at the Sith guy who was watching.
yeah,
Because you could see he's just staring. I mean, why would they have a shot of just nothingness? It was a little
yeah.
bit
You're right,
random.
Degrassi.
So something happened between spin around them. Yeah.
And John, I'll just say this. John, I'm gonna say it again tomorrow. John Campia. Listen, you're a huge Star Wars fan. He's not listening to stream, but I'm just gonna pretend he is. John Campia. I know the reveal of the Sith disappointed you, and other things you're gonna. We're actually gonna go over John Campia tomorrow too, and his why he's quitting on the show. But
Mm.
what a reveal! I mean, this guy is the Jedi, the Sith,
But
the
yeah, but
villain.
I wasn't super. Even though yeah, that was my theory that it
But,
was the mom.
but
I wasn't like that disappointed
mine is,
by it.
my point is, Siths use deception very well. They make you
Yeah, that's
believe
what I was
nothing.
gonna say. I was gonna say that
Palpatine, guys,
him
Palpatine.
him being a suspect. I wasn't denying he was not a suspect because it's
Yeah,
like yeah, there was some weird stuff going on, but at the same time, I'm like, there's no way they would make it that guy, right? Like
yeah.
that has to be a
Um,
red herring because he
but it's just
doesn't. He
that
just doesn't. I don't
it's
know.
just
Yeah.
Siths are good at that. Right?
But
Siths are
that
good
was
at
the
being
twist.
deceptive. Yeah,
Yeah,
Siths are
that
good
was
at
the
being
twist.
deceptive,
So
right?
yeah,
Like Palpatine's been doing it. Palpatine's done it in the prequels.
I think
He's
what to me, like, I wasn't. Yeah, because I'm like, I knew. The thing is, it was kind of obvious, at least to me, that we were going to get this character's
yeah,
reveal very soon. Like this wasn't going to be the end game thing because there's another thing that's going to
yeah.
be revealed. That I feel when that gets revealed,
And
that's when I will make my
I'll
judgment
say
on
it. I'll
whether
say
it's
it's another
disappointing or
thing.
not.
We'll say it's another thing. Campy said, "Oh, May wanted to get captured by a Jedi. She was willing to give herself up, but she watches them. But then she decides in this episode to fight the Jedi because of the Jackie, wherever. Yeah, that she gets killed,
Yeah.
obviously, right?
Oh
Um,
yeah, I
yeah,
burst out. Sorry, if there's one thing I laughed at in this episode, it was Yord. Is that his name?
yeah, yeah. The guy gets his neck
I
snapped.
hated that
Yeah.
character. That character was fucking annoying to me.
So the
To
Jackie.
be fair, I don't like these. I don't. This is why I'm like, damn. I really don't like Star Wars. I don't know what to say. The Jedi in the show, I feel like them dying. It was shocking, but then when I thought about it, I was like, it's not that surprising because these characters, they were kind of dead ends. Like they didn't
Yes,
have
they are.
arcs, they didn't have personality.
They
They
killed Lord Kinney though so
and the
early.
whole and that whole idea that they
X-23.
were trying to say that there was some flirtation with Jackie or whatever her name is and May or not May Osha. It's like yeah,
Oh
you
no, that's
couldn't
no,
do
no,
anything with that. You
no.
couldn't do anything with
It
that
was
at all.
Yord and Osha. Now Jackie is the
No, no, no. Jackie and Osha
was
had some
oh.
they were saying this in an
And my
interview
point
that
was
there
my
was some
point.
flirtation or
My
something like
point
that.
was
You could
Campy. I
see
was like,
it.
Campy was like, oh, May was willing to give herself up, but then eventually she started fighting Jackie, right? Because Jackie was going to arrest her, right? Was arresting. I'm like, Campy, do you know why she decided not to give herself up? Because she saw the Jedi getting her butt whipped. She felt more safe running away than staying there and get her killed by the Sith because she saw what the Sith
Well,
was doing.
Yord was the only one I didn't like. I didn't
I know.
like. I was more yeah. When is her name
Mhm.
Jackie? It's spelled weird, but it
I
sounds
think
like
it's Jackie.
Jackie.
Is this? Are we saying it right there, Grassy?
I don't know if we're saying it right. I seen the spelling of it. It's not obviously Jackie, but or spelled like how we would spell Jackie.
No, it's not. It's Jecki. I think.
Yeah, some something like that.
Not
Anyway,
the not the no, that's not the way. Yeah, it's not Jackie, not
like
like
her
that.
character, I didn't mind her. It wasn't like she was annoying. It's just that she was just kind of like a dry character. So you're
But
like,
they
eh,
wasted the Laura Kinney actress on her. What if
mm,
what if my hot take? What if the Sith is really Carrie Ann Moss's character? What if she's playing them the whole time?
I mean, would that even make sense?
I don't know.
I don't know if that would make sense. I mean, something like that, I feel like
Oh,
I don't know about that.
what if it is? That's oh
I'm
man.
just hoping the show
What if she was
doesn't turn
what if
into
she was a
what
witch? What if she was a witch at one point or something? I don't know. Uh,
I don't know. I mean, wouldn't that have been hinted at? I mean, I feel like we've gotten some hints. I think the biggest problem with the show is that, again, and I was telling this to Aaron, it's just why isn't this show like 40, 50 minutes? I
Yeah.
don't
How long
really
was the other
understand.
episode? Was it
This
30?
episode was less than 30, I believe. It had to have been because the credits, man, those credits, like, they're long as fuck.
Yeah. I skipped the credits.
Yeah, I mean, I skipped the credits too, but it was not a long episode. If it felt, here's the thing, it was like the action sequence, it felt like a decent size. It was like, okay, we finally
Good
getting
action
into it.
sequences.
That wasn't never my problem with the show. It wasn't that there wasn't action sequences. I just think the characters and some of the ideas are not being explored well enough. Like Osha and May, I feel like as characters need a little bit more development. Like I don't have this like attachment to them. I feel bad. I feel
I think,
more bad
I
for
think,
Osha than I do for
I
May,
think the ending is like
but
because when they said they did a switcheroo at the ending. I think Grimmer knows that's Osha.
yeah, I mean, again, why wouldn't these characters know? That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, why wouldn't they know? Don't they have, like I'm saying, like, how does this force sense work? Right? They
Yeah.
can sense
Exactly.
other things, but I don't know.
I don't.
Uh,
Palpatine 9 million years old. I mean Yoda is. I mean,
eh,
maybe it's but yeah, we'll talk more about this tomorrow. I just love
yeah.
seeing. I just love seeing Campy having a meltdown.
I mean,
It's
this
funny.
show it is weirdly divisive. You know, it's. I mean,
Eh,
would this show even get a season two? It doesn't really seem like
no,
it. It
it's not.
seems like a very
No.
self-contained story, but we'll see, I guess. This show is really the mystery and whatever the reveal is. It has to be a good hit because if it isn't, to me, it's just gonna stay around what it is currently, which is maybe like a
Yeah,
5 or a 6.
it's kind of strange to do a reveal mid-season like that, right? Like,
Yeah,
like
unless there is other reveals that are big,
I mean,
which
yeah,
is kind of obvious.
I understand doing something like that in a show that has like over 10 episodes.
Hmm.
Like say like 15 to 20 episodes. I understand maybe in the middle of that because you could do two
Right.
part whatever, right? Or but like in a 8 season episode, it's on Team Plagueis. You think so? Yeah, but
That's the kind of stuff I'm like, I hope that's not what they're gonna show at the end. Because then I feel like that's just like like again, this is what I'm saying. I feel like Star Wars now only really caters to people who like Star Wars, and the rest of us who like the movies, and we're like, yeah, I guess I like Star Wars. That's what I'm saying. Unlike Marvel, I will read Marvel comics, right? Yeah, I have my
yeah,
favorite characters, but with Star Wars, I just feel like anytime someone, this is again my personal opinion, and I know people are gonna get offended by this, but for me personally, anytime someone tries to explain Star Wars lore, I just completely check out because for me, Star Wars has always been more about kind of the aesthetic of it, the feeling, the
hmm
music, the sound scapes of it all, the visuals, that story that was just Luke and the characters that were there and there was like mystery to it all. But when everything is gets to explain, when things start off as a mystery and they just keep explaining everything, to me it doesn't it loses some of the interesting parts of it, and that's why, I mean, I didn't watch Ahsoka. I didn't finish Obi-Wan. I only came back to Book of Boba Fett because it basically turned into a Mando show. And those like first 4 episodes, I feel like you didn't need to even watch.
I don't
So
know. I don't know about Deadpool. There's no
yeah,
update on like box office tracking the first weekend.
no, I think it's the tracking has stayed the same. But I don't know. Star Wars to me, I would like to hear some people who are casuals talk about Star Wars. I feel like I don't really hear a lot of people who just like the original movies and sometimes are following this stuff because I just hear a lot of hardcore fans and I don't think they really represent a lot of people.
Well, that's
Even these
camp.
people
Yeah.
who like this new Disney stuff too, I don't think they also represent a lot of people because I hear people in my normal day who are not super hardcore into Star Wars say that those last, the sequel trilogy is not good. Not to say that because it's woke or all this bullshit, but because they're just, I mean, they're kind of boring movies. I don't blame them to be honest, but yeah, um, I don't know. Star Wars is in a very peculiar place right now.
I don't read comics or books. I just watch the movies and shows. Well, you
Yeah,
used to read comics. But
but I mean, would a casual say who Darth Plagueis is? You know what I mean? Like,
if they watch Revenge of Sith, they might have heard of him. Maybe, probably not. Probably
probably not.
forget. They probably forget. But that's the only time he was mentioned, and apparently that's the only time because I checked his Wikipedia page. He doesn't have a big bio, man. All he was mentioned was all everything about Darth Plagueis was just mentioned in that film. That's it. He's
Yeah,
just an
I don't.
ancient Sith.
Yeah,
Ancient Sith. That's Rey Sidious. Palpatine Dark Sidious. That's
I
it.
don't know.
Nothing. Nothing background. No
I'm
background.
curious because it feels like I mean when you hear some of these people talk about the criticisms of the show, I'm like, yeah, that seems more like a hardcore fan would say.
Like,
I'm more interested in what people think about the actual storytelling itself. Um,
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, yeah. Um, the
yeah,
grass.
but yeah,
Yeah, that's yeah. You're
but
right.
are people expecting him? Casual fans, are they expecting him to appear in the show? That's what I mean.
People are making people are making that assumption because of the time gap between that and Phantom Menace, like 50 to 100 years between that and Phantom Menace. Now
Yeah,
we don't
but
know
does
if
he
Darth Plagueis
need
is
to?
human. We don't know if Darth Plagueis is human.
Like
That's
that,
my
that,
thing.
but this is what I mean. That's why people have that joke about the gulp shitio shit.
Yeah, like
Because in all honesty, I feel like if that does happen at the end of the show, like why?
hmm
Like, is that supposed to just magically solve? Is that part of the story? It doesn't feel
Degrassi.
like it's part of the story.
Degrassi. We know Jedi's could all be different alien species, but for human Jedi's, do they live longer than a typical human does? Does that explain in Star Wars lore?
Oh God, start. Oh man.
Because because Darth Plagueis, we don't know if Darth Plagueis is human. If he's an alien species, he can live longer than maybe he can live longer than what a human lifespan can be. Because we
Yeah.
know Yoda is right. We know Yoda's like what thousands of years old, right? You know, baby, is it baby Yoda? If it's, is it Grogu like 500 years old or something? It's still a baby. Did they say something?
I don't think he is 500 years old. I thought he was like 50.
50, he's still a baby, right?
Yeah, that's why he's like a baby.
Isn't Yoda? They say it's like 500 years old or something.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're not going to. I'm not saying they are. I'm saying what's that term? Like, yeah, there aren't. In other words, that's what I was trying to say.
And I don't
That's why I'm like, what do casual fans actually think about Star Wars? And I'm talking about people who are not in the loop
Yeah,
like
you're
we
right,
are.
Degrassi. We're right. We just know Degrassi. We just know Palpatine is the was the apprentice Padawan of Darth Plagueis. We don't know anything about Plagueis, what he looked like,
Yeah.
or
I'm just
stuff
I'm
like.
just saying, unless it makes sense, like in the next 3 episodes, if he just like appears in the last episode and it's like a tease, I'm just like, not even a tease, like it's some big reveal. I don't know, but I'm more curious to see what the current mystery is with this whole Jedi stuff. That's the reason why I'm continuing with the show. If the show didn't have that, yeah, I wouldn't be here talking about this because, like I said, I haven't been. The last Star Wars that I watched was
You know,
Mandalorian season 3, and all, like for
you know
me,
what
I
I, you
was
know
like,
what
I
you.
need to check out now.
Here's the thing. You know what with Premier, I think its master was a Jedi, but did not agree with the Jedi ways because the way he
Mm,
described how so the way he described he wanted to be free, this free of rules, all this stuff. That's the Sith. That's the Sith way of talking,
yeah.
right? And I think someone installed that in him. There has to be somebody who was a Jedi at one point, either,
Right.
or a Force, or because that would have right. Because if I know Star Wars lore, Siths and Jedi's, I think everybody was a Jedi at one point, but Siths disagree with some of the Jedi ways. I think that's what I think. I think his master might have been a former Jedi. I don't know. I mean,
Mm,
what if his master is one of the characters, one of the secret characters? Um, um, it's one of the characters at Coruscant that we've seen a couple episodes. I'm not saying the green alien Jedi is, like female green alien Jedi, always who gives orders to soul. I'm not saying that like that, but what if somebody there is? I don't
mm.
know.
Well, we shall see. We shall see.
Who's
But
this?
was there
Yeah.
something else?
What else is there? Let's see what else. I don't know what else. Let's just making fun of some. So look at him, Lex Luthor. He's a Pied Piper from. I'm kidding.
Mm.
You know the Pied Piper. You give me this guy out was almost Batman. You know what? He
Well,
looks
he
like
was
he.
almost Superman.
You know. Yeah. Oh, You know what? I like. I know. I like James McAvoy as um as Professor Xavier, but he looks like he could have been a good Xavier too instead of Beast.
Yeah, I think he was maybe. I mean, he is a lot younger than James McAvoy. Not a lot younger, but let
He
me
was a
go
child
check.
actor, right? He was a child actor, Nicholas
How
Holt.
old is he? That was James McAvoy.
He was in he is a child actor. He was in that the first movie I saw him in was with
James
Grant.
McAvoy is 45, and so it's about
Nicholas
what
Holt
a
Nicholas Holt has to
nine,
be
8 year difference.
at least a decade younger. Nicholas Holt's a child actor. Yeah.
I'm going to check right now. Hold on. Wait, damn, right here. He's 34. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's a 9 year difference.
Yeah, the remerger of the Sith. Yeah. The Sith, yeah, like the Jet. Yes, you see what the Jedi think. The Jedi think the Sith have been destroyed, but that's not the case. They're actually in hiding. They've been hiding, buying their time, kind of like Sauron from Lord of the Rings. They said they had peace for this amount of 100 years. They might have had peace, but Sauron was biding his time to gain power to take over Middle Earth again.
Mm,
Remember when they said, you remember they said, John Campia said, "Oh, Chris Pratt could be like Plastic Man." Everybody wants John, um, what's his name? Not McClu. Wow, I was gonna say John McClooney. It's not John McClooney. John Maloney. John Maloney to be Plastic Man. People are fan casting him to be Plastic Man, right?
mm.
That's what they. Yeah, Captain Briefcake. Oh man. All right. All right. What else was there to talk about? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think any else. Maybe I'll just end it now. We'll talk more Star Wars tomorrow. Um, the
Yeah,
Wookiee
I
did.
just wanted to say that because I wasn't. Not. I
What
mean,
the
I did say I was
Wookiee?
going to be there, but
What
I'm
the
not sure if I will be.
Wookiee? That'll be fucking hilarious. If the Wookiee is really the master, he faked his own death. The Wookiee did it
No,
all.
man.
Yeah, it's the Wookiee the whole time. It's what's his name? What's the Wookiee's name? Krennic or something?
No
What?
clue.
Um,
No clue.
let me look. I'm gonna find out.
Was a missed opportunity for him not to be part of the fight though, but
I
I
was
think they came out and
disappointed.
said it was too.
I was disappointed. I was looking forward to see the Wookiee fight, man. He didn't fight at all in the whole show. Oh man,
Yeah,
suck.
his death was off screen. It's crazy.
Yeah, like what a waste, man. Who's a Wookiee?
Yeah, they should have never. Or they should have had him in this fight and then he dies. You know, so then you have more people dying. But
Oh,
yeah,
Kilnaka. Kelnaka. Yeah, that's the Wookiee's name. Oh man, what a waste, man! I was looking forward to like when they hyped up the trailer and stuff that they're gonna have the Wookiee, or and then I'm like, I was so hyped to see a Wookiee Jedi, and they wasted him. What a waste!
yeah. I mean, the fight scene I was still pretty cool though.
Wait a
It
minute.
still was a pretty cool fight scene.
They say Kramer is a Sith master, so he's not. I guess technically he is a master.
Mm,
I guess. Oh, he's getting. Oh my God, he's giving me Freaky Friday too. The same guy. Ah. All right, let's end it here. Blinded, where can we find you?
You can find me on YouTube and Threads. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Tomorrow, guys, we're gonna look at episode 4 and 5 of this again, talking about Star Wars again, the Acolyte. Go in more detail. Then that's tomorrow night. Usually I don't do Friday streams, but that's the only time I can do it because I might be busy Saturday and Sunday with other streams. Maybe Saturday.
Mm,
Am I busy Saturday? Yeah, I might be doing Let's Talk Pop Saturday. I'm not sure. And Sunday I do looking back, obviously. But yeah,
mm.
like, share, subscribe, comment below. Bye.
Peace.